guys, Maria here. I am going to do a getting ready with me video this morning that is going to kind of double also as showing you guys how the Bare Minerals makeup has been working. This is not a first impressions, I've already been using it. So I'm going to work on not saying as much in this video. I just did it again. Let's just get started, okay? The first thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and prime my eyes. I'm using my Urban Decay primer potion that is in my project pan. I'm gonna try to make this as quick as possible, but to be honest, I'm not very fast at doing makeup. This might take a while on the ums. Anyway, the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna actually go ahead and put my base down for my eye color because it's a darker color and it's kind of crumbly, so it does get on my face a little bit. And by doing that first, I can kind of buff some of that away with the foundation and not have to worry about it. The color I'm using is the Maybelline Color Tattoo in Bad to the Bronze. I'm just going to use that on a brush. Let me find the brush I want to use. Here we go. So I'm just getting some of that on my brush. It's starting to dry out on me a little bit, and it makes it a lot harder to work with. Might try to revive this. I gotta do something with it though, because it's kind of irritating to work with right now. So I'm just doing a light layer of this because I'm not doing a real bronzy color, and if I do too dark of a layer, then the bronze really shows through. See how it's getting kind of patchy though? It makes it really irritating to work with. And if this is really messy, like around the crease, I don't care because I'm going to come back and blend it out anyway. So that's done. Get a drink of coffee. Yum. Drank a little pumpkin spice this morning. I'm so tired. I should have went to bed way earlier than I did, but I didn't. Let's do, well, I guess let's just go ahead and start on foundation. For foundation, I'm using Top Was Dirty, the original Bare Minerals in the shade Fairly Light. This is what the inside looks like. You just twist the package. Let's see. Twist it this way. It opens up. And you can tap a little bit into the lid. For this, there's two brushes they sent that will work with this. They have the Flawless Face Brush and the Handy Buki Brush. This doesn't give as heavy of coverage. This is a heavier coverage. And I actually already have this brush from a different Bare Minerals kit that I bought before. Keep in mind that my husband bought this kit for me because he thought I had never tried Bare Minerals, but I have. So I've just got some of this in my lid here, and I'm just swirling it on my brush, tapping off any excess, and just buffing that into my face. Now, one thing I know for sure, and I knew this even before I got the kit, is that I do not like Bare Minerals brushes. So if you can see, let's see, where are we at? See that hair? They shed so bad. All over your face, all over your clothes. It's just really annoying to me. And I would never pay for a Bare Minerals brush again. So I haven't decided 100% yet, but I think there's a good chance this kit is going back because this is the original foundation. So this is after one like layer, really. It looks okay, but you can see like I'm broke out right now, and right here especially, you can still see those. So I'm gonna do a second layer on those spots. My husband and I are going shopping at the mall today. I don't remember if I told you that or not, but I'm gonna go to Sephora and ask for a sample of the matte Bare Minerals because that's what I've used before, and I think I really liked it. Right now I'm using the e.l.f. like dupe basically, and it's fine, but neither the e.l.f. dupe nor the original control my oil very well. And that's like the biggest problem I'm having right now, is that I feel like I have one of those hairs on me, is that I need some oil control, but I can't use like a primer to do that because they're mostly silicone based, and I am allergic to silicone. It breaks me out. And I can't use a lot of the oil control liquid foundations for the same reason. I'm taking the Precision Concealer brush, and I just got a little bit of the product on that, and I'm going over any spots that I have. Let's see. Looks like the sun is coming through. I'm going to shut this blind just a little. I think that's better. Sorry about that, guys. Is there anywhere else I want to cover up? I got a spot under here I'll get. In general, I don't worry too much about covering up every single little spot I have on my face. I just don't care enough to do that. Like, I'll cover up bigger things, like I had a pretty big one there because I broke out, but in general, I just don't care. Alright, up next, I'm using the Warmth, like, it's an all-over color bronzer, and I'm using that on the Flawless Face brush. This seems like a really big brush to contour. I'm going to use it to contour. It seems pretty big, but if you look, it's fairly tapered at the top, so it works pretty well, actually. I'm surprised by how well it works. And with this product, you literally need, like, the smallest amount. I'll show you what I'm using. Like, you can see, that's, like, nothing. Okay. And it looks kind of reddish in the package, but I don't think it comes off too red. And with this, I just barely go back and forth on my skin. I don't press it in too much because, like I said, this is a fairly large brush. I'm just doing this into the contour area of my cheek, kind of the hollows, and then just up and around. And then whatever's left in the lid, I'm just going to swirl around and get up on my temples and down around my jawline. So it needs blended out, but like, as far as the color goes, I don't think it's too bad. And then the last step is the Mineral Veil. This is just like a translucent type finishing powder. I really like the Mineral Veil. I think it just kind of makes you look really pulled together. For this, I've been using my blush brush actually from Real Techniques, but this is a huge brush, and I don't know very many people who would actually use this for brush. I know that Real Techniques makes a powder brush that is specifically for all over powder. I don't own that, but I might eventually buy it. So I'm just kind of taking this, get just a little bit more product there. I'm just using that to kind of blend everything together. There we go. Awesome. It really doesn't take a lot of these products. Like if you're using a ton of these products, I think you're doing it wrong. I am going to go ahead and do my blush using Tarte in the color Exposed. Oops, not in the View. This is one of my favorite blushes ever. I talked about it in my monthly favorites. I'll link that down below if you haven't seen it yet. You can take a look at that and some other things I love this month. So I'm just using an Eco Tools brush. I don't remember if this was actually supposed to be a blush brush, but that's what I'm using it for. Awesome. I'm actually gonna just blend that out a little bit more so that my contour and blush look like they're cohesive. Awesome, awesome. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyeshadow. This week I've been going back to my Naked palette and kind of playing with that some more because I've not used it very much more recently, so I decided to go that way. I'm gonna start by blending out the crease area where I put down the Bad to the Bronze color tattoo because it's really obvious. And I'm gonna use, this came in my Ipsy bag. It's a crown brush, it's a crease brush, and a shadow brush. And this is way too big for my whole lid to do shadow without getting it everywhere because I have kind of small lid space, but it's pretty good for blending out shadows. So I'm just taking Naked from the Naked palette and I'm just using that to blend, blend, blend. I know I'm gonna have to work a little harder at blending because that shadow has had time to kind of set up and dry, but that's okay. So I think that looks pretty good. And let's see, coffee time. I've gotten really bad about going to bed early enough to get enough sleep. I really need to do something about that. Alright, next I'm taking my e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. This was $1 and I've had this for literally years, like at least 3 or 4 years. And I know that they still sell a base, I don't know, this is just professional eyeshadow brush. I know they still sell this brush, but I think they've changed it and I haven't bought the new one, but it doesn't look as good to me. But for $1, and this is still going really strong, I wish I had bought like 2 or 3 more to have for when this does die eventually. I'm taking this light pinky color Sin, and this is the look, like if I just don't know what to do or I need to do something really quick, this is my everyday kind of look from the Naked palette. So I just take Sin and sweep it across my entire lid area and even up further. Doing the same thing on the other side, obviously. I'm not going out with 2 different looking eyes. I think that Sin with the Bad to the Bronze underneath looks really nice. I'm just kind of blending that out in the crease area so it's not too crazy. And then I'm taking my Sonia Kashuk. This is just, I don't know if it's called the crease brush or it might be the blending brush. I'm not exactly sure, but it's just kind of dome shaped. I'm using the color Buck, which is one of my favorite colors in this palette. And I'm just going through my crease with that. It just gives it a little definition, but it also is really nice because it's a warmy kind of tone and it just looks really beautiful. Just grabbing a smaller brush. This is the shading brush from Real Techniques, and I'm taking Virgin, which is just like a light highlighty color. And I'm just popping that into my inner corner just to brighten things up a little bit, and taking that under my brow bone. And then one more time, just gonna blend all of that together. And that's it for the eyeshadow, folks. Told you, super easy. Just gonna throw my brushes back here. I have to wash those today. I'm not very good at washing my brushes. Anyway, next I am gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows. Grab my stuff here. So I'm gonna start. This is just an old mascara wand from a sample size of Tarte's Lights Caramel Lashes. I'm just brushing out my brows. And then I'm taking, this is a angled shadow brush. My best friend gave this to me. I think she said she got it in a like holiday kit at Walmart a few years ago, but it's really nice. And the color I'm using for my brows, I guess I should tell you, is Over the Taupe. It's just a NYX single. And I'm just really lightly filling in that tail because I literally have like the lightest. My hairs are long there, but they're really sparse. And might go back just a little bit here. Sometimes I get carried away when I'm doing this, so I just go back through and brush to make everything look fairly cohesive. Apparently I like that word today, cohesive. Alright, and then I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel just to hold these guys in place. I really like this stuff. It's like eyebrow cement. It holds things in place really good, and I would even consider maybe buying the full size in the future. I got that as a 100-point perk from Sephora, and actually that's the second one. I feel like I have a hair on my face. Anyway, using, this was Urban Decay, I think it's the Glide On pencil in the color 0, and I'm using that for my upper lash line. And I'm not tugging, but I'm just very gently pulling a little bit to the side here. Okay, I'm gonna do that same thing on the other side. I don't think this color is very, I can't talk and do this apparently. That'll work. This color's not that dark though, so I tend to go back over it. This is the Physicians Formula Eye Booster in Ultra Black, and I'm just gonna go in and kind of darken that up. You can see how easy this is to use. Oh my gosh, if I can use this, anybody can. Seriously. Just making sure they look fairly even. I really freaking love this eyeliner. Also my monthly favorites. I'll link below. I'm going to take the Bare Minerals concealer in Bisque, and I'm using the Bare Minerals brush, the Max Coverage Concealer brush, and I'm just going to use this on my under eyes before I do any more eyeshadow work below there. Actually, I'm just going to line those. So I gotta be honest with you, I don't feel like this does anything for my under eyes, like at all. And I feel like I'm using a fair amount of the product. Here. Can you tell the difference? This side has the concealer, this one doesn't. This looks like maybe a little bit brighter, but it doesn't cover my under eye circles, that's for sure. That's good enough, I guess. I don't really feel like it's doing anything, so I don't see the point in continuing to mess with it. And then I'm going to use the other side of this Urban Decay pencil in Whiskey. This is just a really pretty brown, and I use it to line my under eye. Can you hear my dog whining? Wow. Alright, so there's that. So all I have left is mascara and lips at this point. I'm going to go ahead and open up this Flawless Definition mascara so I can show you guys how it works. This is the first time I'm using it, so this is a first impression part of the video. So here's the wand. So the first thing I'm thinking of is this sort of, like the end of it is different, but like the style of bristles remind me of Benefit They're Real, which is awesome because it's like one of my top favorite mascaras. So let's see how it does. I'm going to get just a little bit more product on there just in case. I don't think it has much product on there where it's just been sitting in there. So there's the difference between my eyes. I like it. It's pretty nice. Really easy to work with so far. Got a little bit of a clump going there, so I'm trying to square that away. I have a little bit of a clump, so I'm going to go in there with my brush I used on my brows. It's just a clean mascara wand, basically. So it seems like if you're not really careful, this mascara could get clumpy on you. And I think I got a little bit up in my shadow, but I'm going to wait just a little bit for that to dry to fix it, because that's way easier to clean up. And then I'm just using the Maybelline Lash Discovery. This is in the waterproof. I don't see the color, but I think it's just black. And I like using this on my bottom lashes. I have pretty long bottom lashes, so if I use like just a regular everyday mascara, especially if it's lengthening, then they end up touching my skin, which is really annoying. So I like just kind of a plain, very simple, very easy mascara. Okie dokie. So I need to figure out, let's see, just to keep this tutorial kind of more Bare Minerals focused, I didn't use Bare Minerals eyeshadow because I don't own any of those, but this is Bare Minerals Marvelous Moxie Lip Gloss in Spark Plug. I really like this color, and I'm just going to use that. I really like the formula of these. They're really nice. and they're minty. I like minty lip glosses, so that's the look. Alright guys, I will see you later. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and bye!